What's going on, gamers? Chris here with telesplashgaming. Welcome to the channel. If it's your first time, I hope you enjoy the content today because we're closing out the third quarter and moving right into the fourth. What a great year for gaming. I think I say that every year. Every year I'm like, oh my gosh, gaming's amazing. And then new year hits, new quarter hits, and I'm pumped. Well, we still have one quarter left, the fourth quarter. It's time for a comeback, and there's some huge heavy hitters hitting. I'm going to go over some games I think you should keep your eye on. These are all going to be pretty well known, a couple maybe hidden gems, and then I'm going to leave out a few games like Call of Duty because it comes out every year like clockwork, and most of you know it's coming out. So stick around, let's talk about fourth quarter games 2019. First game up, October, starting out the month the correct way, is a game called Indivisible. What? Indivisible? What is this? Well, it's coming out the 8th for pretty much every platform, and it's a crowd-funded game. They got crowd-funded like 4 years ago, 2015. Got $2 million bucks. People are obviously excited about this Metroidvania-style game with RPG elements. It's been pretty quiet on its marketing, but some of these lower kind of budget studios and games, they're not going to do a huge thing with their marketing, but they're going to put out a great game, and I hope that's what they do. It's got some sweet visuals, they look pretty hand-drawn almost, slick animation, and this studio also brought us Skullgirls, which is a major hidden gem for some of you fans out there. The next game up is The Outer Worlds. It comes towards the end of the month, and it's a first-person sci-fi RPG. Now, there's a ton of NPCs in this game to talk with as you travel around the vast solar system, blasting aliens and other creatures that stand in your way. That's my kind of trailblazing right there. The team working behind this was also behind Fallout New Vegas, the last good Fallout game. Ooh, sorry trolls, I think it might be true. With that being said, if you're a fan of Fallout New Vegas and you've been disappointed in the last Fallout games, this might be the back to glory action kind of RPG, or not even action, just an RPG game to keep your eyes on. So RPG, sci-fi, Fallout New Vegas creators, sounds like a pretty good recipe for a great game, especially if you're looking for that RPG fix. And closing out the month of October is a game that many people have been looking forward to, asking for since the sequel came out, and that's Luigi's Mansion Trace. Luigi's Mansion stars your favorite scaredy cat Luigi as he goes on his ghost hunting exploits. Now the visuals have really blown me away. I love that it's so cartoony, but it looks so polished. It looks so good compared to the original. And the original doesn't look bad at all, but with the Switch it just looks so much better, and the gameplay is going to make it an instant classic. If they just keep what makes the first couple games amazing, this one has no problem becoming a bestseller. Next up is a sports game. Yeah, Mario and Sonic at the Tokyo 2020 Olympics. Starting off November with some athleticism. A little stretch in here, I don't want to pull a hammy while I'm talking about this. It's a little friendly competition between two of the biggest mascots from the 90s and still today. It's got surfing, boxing, soccer, baseball, hurdles, track, pretty much anything you'd expect in the Olympics. And for me, this game could really go either way. It could be a turd covered in burnt hair, or it could be a fun game that's going to give you a really good option when your friends come over, a nice party game, or maybe it'll have a fun single-player experience. If Mario beats Sonic in a race, though, I'm boycotting. And under no circumstance should Mario be beating Sonic in any type of foot race. I don't care if he's on 56 shrooms and a star, it doesn't matter. So it's going to be interesting to see how this game goes. I am interested in the reviews before I buy it, but hey, if this is your thing, if you got kids or you are a kid, this is one to keep your eye on. Death Stranding is the next game up. Now, okay, do I need to talk about Death Stranding? I mean, who doesn't know it's coming? But it doesn't matter, because if I don't talk about it, all you trolls are going to beat me to death with your clubs, so we're getting after it. This game could be the next rise to glory for Hideo Kojima. Or, judging by the gameplay and the wackiness behind it, this could be Hideo losing his mind for all I know. I mean, the game sounds crazy, but no matter what, that's what makes the hype behind it so interesting, is it's so unique. It's such a different game that I can't wait to see it and what it looks like. Now, this baby-carrying, stopping for pee breaks, mailman of a delivery game could be the exact type of craziness we need to bring gaming to that next level. I expect sales to be off the charts just off the pre-sales, and I definitely expect all you trolls out there with your clubs to come out of the woodwork and let us know what you think of this one. This is definitely one of those games that's going to get major critical response when it gets released. Need for Speed Heat comes out the same day as Death Stranding. Now, it may not have the hype behind it like that one, but you know, if carrying a fetus across the United States isn't your thing, maybe hitting up the streets in a souped-up Civic is. With real racing competitions and illegal street racing mixed in, this could be the racing game of 2019. For all you Need for Speed fans, this looks to be the game that's going to bring Need for Speed back as one of the top racers. I hope it lives up, but hey, only time's going to tell. Oh, nerdgasm initiate! Because Pokemon Sword and Shield hits on the 15th. Now, there isn't much to say at this point. You're either in the Pokemon crowd or you aren't. This is the official start of Generation 8, and it's going to bring a whole new level with the Switch. It's got some really cool graphics in my opinion, even though other people have said they're not really that excited about it. I don't know, I'm pretty pumped. Compared to the Game Boy versions, I mean, I'm pretty pumped about the Switch. I hope this can actually create that same feeling I had with Blue and Red and Gold and Silver. Bring me back to my gaming prime. You know what I'm talking about? And I am pumped, if I haven't said it, to see more of this game. Well, for the rest of you nerds who aren't on your knees waiting for Pokemon, you're done for, because this is the game that I'm hyped for. The biggest cultural phenomenon next to Hulkamania drops, and that's Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order. This game has me so excited. I'm going to be getting there at midnight waiting in line if they have a release for it. If you have the willpower to stay away from Pokemon Day 1, Star Wars is going to be the one that's going to get you. One of these two games, I'm promising most of you are going to have in your collection right away. If you give me the opportunity to wield a lightsaber and save the galaxy after the Order 66 extermination, then count me in, fellas. Taking place right after Episode 3, like I said, Order 66 hits, and you're a Jedi that's just hanging out, just minding your business, trying to be chill, but like all good Jedi, you gotta use your Force powers, you use them, and all of a sudden you are on the hit list. They're chasing you, you're trying to survive, and that's all we really know. The gameplay looks incredible, the graphics look amazing, and I really hope this is kind of that RPG Star Wars game that we've been begging for, because I want one. Battlefront just didn't do it for me, and it hasn't done it for a lot of you either. Shenmue III is finally coming out. After people for years probably thought Shenmue was just going to end with 2, we weren't going to see it again, it's finally coming out November 19th, and it's been delayed this year already. For never playing a Shenmue game, I can't wait for this one. If you haven't followed up on the Shenmue franchise, then do yourself a favor, read up on the lore, or buy the HD remasters of 1 and 2 and play them. If you're into tales of revenge, mystery, and a whole lot of martial arts action, Shenmue 3 might be the game for you. Tons of side quests, a great story, put on your blue filter gaming glasses, call in sick to work for a few days, grab a warm glass of milk, and settle yourself in for the long haul.
You idiot. You can still win even if you don't have enough kung fu.
We're trading in that kitty crap. No more cartoony violence. We're getting right down to Dexter territory. Dexter, the blood splatter analyst, is going to have his hands full when Doom Eternal drops on the 22nd. The hordes of hell are back. Doom Guy's feeling pissed off, and he's trigger happy, and he's ready to start protecting his realm again. With that being said, the original Doom was praised for its gameplay, graphics, and overall violence, and this game looks to build upon that while raising the bar in every way, including the buckets of blood that are going to be left in your wake as you're blowing the BFG through this demon horde. FPS fans definitely have something to look forward to. I'm looking forward to it. I need to finish the original game. I'm not going to have time. I have too many games to play, but I still can't wait for this one. Moving on to December. Ooh, my birthday month. Here we go. PC and Xbox have an exclusive game coming out called Phoenix Point. The head of the original XCOM branched off and created his own RPG strategy game, and that's what Phoenix Point's all about. It's bringing its own taste and its own flair to the genre. Following several outbreaks, the population has been split into factions, and this post-apocalyptic world is being attacked by aliens. So not only do you have this apocalyptic world, now you got aliens invading. My goodness, they're a string of bad luck. It comes in threes. What else is going to happen to them? And as a faction, you have to prepare for war by rallying your group, allying with other factions, and if they don't want to ally, then you just blow them up and take care of them, and eventually they're just going to concede and join your faction anyway, apparently. So, whatever strategy you want, this one might be the way for you. GTFO. Ooh, I love those 4 letters. This game doesn't actually have a set release, but it says 2019 and most likely December. Now, this is a 4-player co-op first-person shooter featuring hordes of zombies, but it's not campy. This is like your survival horror version with 3 of your buddies holding your hand along the way because you're scared out of your mind. The creatures are scary, the gameplay looks intense, but really the selling point is the co-op aspect. To have 3 of your buddies playing with you while you're creeping around corners scared, I can see the tension, I can see the anxiety, and this could be the really fun zombie game to finish out the year. And last, speaking of finishing out the year, Biomutant. Now it's supposed to hit before the end of the year, and I'm hoping it does. It's a post-apocalyptic kung fu RPG game. Not kung fu like Shenmue though. We're talking a very unique martial arts combat system that incorporates shooting, hand-to-hand combat, as well as your own mutations, your mutational powers. Speaking of mutants, we have our own version of the TMNT, and it's a cat. Now this cat has these different stats you can raise that change your mutations. It gives you different moves. So you're basically like this souped up, roided out kitty that's in a post-apocalyptic world that has some pretty sweet kung fu moves. Sounds really crazy, but you know what? Some of the craziest sounding games end up being some of the best. So if you're looking forward to some type of action RPG style game, then Biomutant might be the way to close out your 2019. Alright gamers, 2019 is wrapped up. What games did I leave out? I know there was some, I mean come on, there's a million games, but these are some of the big hitters. I hope a couple of them surprised you, because I can't cover them all. I can catch them all, oh and I will, but I can't cover them all. So let me know what games you're looking forward to and what games I might have missed that you can't wait to play. Thanks for subscribing to the channel, thank you for watching, and as always, keep trolling, keep rolling, and we'll see you next week.